Top news headlines. MLA Karam Shyam flags off solo walker Manikantha Muthum on walk across state. Joy terms speakers issuing and rescinding order on HAC members a blot in history of Indian parliamentary democracy. And 19th World Suicide Prevention Day observed at IMA Hall at Lumpville. Depression cause of 70 to 80% of suicide cases, say experts. A very good evening and welcome to Mami TV Primetime English News. This is MASACO NINGTHOUJAM giving you the latest news updates. Manikantha Muthum, son of Muthum Gonil, 26-year-old of Lilong Karam Awang Lekai, who will be undertaking a solo walk across the state of Manipur bearing the message No to Drug, Our Green World and Mayam Punna COVID Laicha Thingna Minase, was flagged off by MLA of Langthabal Assembly Constituency Karam Shyam from Western Gate of Kangla today. The solo walk, organized by the We For You Foundation Manipur in association with Karam Awang Lekai Youth Club, is supported by Women Against Crime. He will also cover parts of Assam. Speaking during the flag-off program, MLA Karam Shyam said it is important to inculcate in today's youth the practice of planting trees and equally important for every person of the society to strive for a drug-free state. Lauding the youth for his strong will, the MLA informed that in 2019, Manikantha had carried out a similar solo walk across Manipur, bearing important messages for the society. The MLA conveyed his best wishes and hopes that Manipur will become a clean, green and drug-free state through this awareness campaign.
Karamki apipa khunggang amadagi aurupuni adubu masi matona leba orange leba khang makanba mamangda suwa koi Manipur ki district puting makong na satna kotna dikai bakra satre dangna second our green world no to drugs sida maroina koi haurai banarul sinda swat haning bagi waklon kaun ba aduga adi asangba walwapan thanba Manipur ma koina bagi palamda satpa khongchakni ana koi Manipur da lairiba club sangstan sing naharol sing barwai bai bel mayam sina thawai aksang yauna sumaina yamna adventure life ama.
Officials and advisors of various clubs and organizations also attended the flagging off ceremony. Veteran politician Joy slammed Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Y. Kim Chan for issuing an order to induct 8 MLAs as members of Hill Areas Committee HAC and later withdrawing it. He termed the incident as a blot in the history of Indian parliamentary democracy. Addressing a press meet held at his residence at Kakwa, Joy said the Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly had been warned before that he has no right under the law to issue such orders. He said this will lead to the downfall of democracy. He expressed shock over issuing and withdrawing the order for induction of the 8 MLAs in the HAC. People will lose seriousness of the office of the Speaker for contravening such constitutional provision. He also expressed concern that issuing unjustifiable orders will lead to tension between Hill and Valley people. The incident could have been avoided if they had properly studied the Constitution, he added.
Moi karigi tumin leidoi no adu moi tamoina social organization da ama haraga ban to handra ama to muta they must come out, come forward. Moi songthoga speaker na tawrisi lali haidna sambidhagi makha da moina khallagadi removal of the speaker, then constitution provide the authority for the removal of the speaker under the resolution. Resolution of the move on the speaker nang to highway na. Aru gamasi chumde na moi move to fiya na. Moigi member Uriba Moina Hill Area Committee protect on the member Uriba Moina. Member Webagi authority to the South Sana season of social organization the Saturday Angang Dindana. A quick murder tension can never give. Totally what about to on the control level, Tim and Kalia. They have got their own authority. They have got their own right under the provision of the Constitution. Mukarigi, Madu Tabano. Aduna, a koi Wiki Lady Barquigi, a wiki city came down Nan Hagiba, a quigi, ordered the manner, Toriba Porto, a quigi, we wrote Toriba to a quay Parea the book. We don't tell you the better understanding the need and I would do the it is not a quigi high ordered among legally or constitutionally yang but the Matuyamna, Sum the Port Amanel.
National Mental Health Program, NHM Manipur, Indian Psychiatric Society, Manipur State Branch and Manipur State Mental Health Authority jointly observed the 19th World Suicide Prevention Day today at Indian Medical Association in Lumphilpad. The theme of this year's World Suicide Prevention Day is Creating Hope Through Action. Additional Director of Health Services, Dr. K.H. Shashikumar Mangang, Senior Psychiatric, Dr. H. Angomcha, and HOD of Psychiatry Department, JNIMS, Professor Dr. K. Shantibala Devi attended the event as Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, and President, respectively. Speaking on the occasion, State Nodal Officer of National Mental Health Program, Dr. A. Ranita Devi, said suicide can be prevented. Among various reasons for suicide, depression is the main reason, contributing 70 to 80% of suicide rate. She said Manipur State Mental Health Authority has been spreading mass awareness on suicide prevention.
Koi imung manungi mioi singna magi colleague na magi friend na koi community na koi professional singsina mangonda simple measures na traga simple steps tawrakanda simple action dagi hawraga makoi da khoine hope si piga doribani psychological support piga doribani maramdi akoina creating hope through action haibanina suicide se thingnaba honaba matamda koin hope si piba matamda action je koin yam chauna khali miyam na suicide thingnaba je koin khali madudi doctor dadang pugadabani doctor dang layengadamni haibana khali adu natte masi imung manung dagi akoigi family dagi akoigi colleagues maraktagi akoin identify to tawanga makanda suicide se number 1 da koin it is a preventable disorder na traga preventable problem ne habasi ma khangba ma change ba khoina suicide to missing si de koina thing ba songam ngam moi na khan khraga di khoi thingning bagi wakhan su la aroi.
During the program, Senior Resident of Department of Psychiatry, JNIMS, Dr. Janet NINGTHOUJAM spoke on the topic Suicide and Overview, and Member Secretary of State Mental Health Authority spoke on the topic Identifying of a Suicidal Person and Approaching Him or Her. Under the supervision of spokesperson of BJP Manipur Pradesh, Dr. Nimaichan Luang, BJP Wangkhem Mandal organized a meeting in Wangkhem Assembly constituency ahead of the upcoming 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election. The meeting was held at polling number 32 by 33, Khoirom Haitrupokpi, and polling number 32 by 35, Yaripok Kekru Makha of the constituency. During the meeting, they discussed ways to bring improvement to the BJP Wangkhem Mandal. Tengnopal Battalion under IGAR South on September 7th recovered 2 bags of brown sugar worth 50 lakh rupees from a jungle near Saibom village in Tengnopal district. In a press release by the PRO of Assam Rifles, during an area domination operation, the troops observed an individual moving in a suspicious manner through the jungles. However, the individual escaped into the jungle, leaving behind 2 bags. On searching the bags, they found 250 grams of brown sugar inside the bag. The recovered narcotics were handed over to Tengnopal police for further investigation. Viatric Motors Private Limited launched its authorized sub-dealer named LA Enterprises at Kangabok Bazaar. Program Executive of Diamond Radio, James Hekrujam, launched the showroom. Speaking on the occasion, proprietor of the showroom, Laishram Ashini Kumar, said besides Kangabok, the showroom will provide services to the people of Thoubal district. The showroom will save time and money for the people of the area as they can purchase vehicles without going to Imphal. Different models of e-vehicles will be available in the showroom as well as loan facility, he said. Minister of Works Thongam Biswajit extended best wishes to Hindu communities on the occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi. In his message, he wished Lord Ganesh's blessing to always remain with us. State Executive Member of BJP Manipur Pradesh, K.H. Menjor Mangang, continues to carry out developmental and welfare works of Kangabok Assembly constituency while also extending aid to the underprivileged of the Assembly constituency. In continuation of his philanthropic work, K.H. Menjor Mangang today provided tin roofs for 15 houses of Lamding Kumantem Lekai and Wangbal Heirutrong of Kangabok Part 3. Speaking on the occasion, Menjor Mangang stated that he had extended help to the families on hearing about their poor conditions from the people of the Assembly constituency. He further assured that he will continue to work for the welfare and development of the people of Kangabok Assembly constituency in the future as well. Intending candidate of Thoubal Assembly constituency, Konsam Michael, has distributed 4 sets of floodlights to the youths of Young Development Sports Organization YDSO of Thoubal Wangmataba Mathak Lekai Kairambi. The floodlights were handed over to members of YDSO at a simple function held last evening at the residence of Konsam Michael at Thoubal Mela ground. It's time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Admission open, admission open. Admission open for Central Academy, Kabam Lamkai, Chumbrei Thong, Mantripukri, affiliated to CBSE Delhi on the number 1230025. Achievements, year 2019-20, Class 10, Class 12, pass percentage 99%, 2020-21, Class 10, Class 12, pass percentage 100%. Special features, students securing 80% and above in Class 10 exam, free admission. Students securing 90% and above in Class 10 exam, free admission with free supply of textbook.
Saraswati Charitable Trust, BSc Forensic Science, BE Cybercrime Security, Diploma in Pharmacy, BSc Medical Laboratory Technology, BSc Radio Imaging Technology, BSc Operation Theatre Technology, Diploma in MLT, RIT, ODT, Dialysis Tamnabagidamak, Manipuri Mapanda Chatrabasu Yaragani, Manipur University da affiliate Tauduna, Pharmacy Council of India, Amadi, Ministry of HRD, New Delhi approved Tauraba, 100% job oriented Oiraba, Saraswati Charitable Trust Pangaida, course singasi English ngani kun mathoi kunithoi gi session da tamna bagi damak admission hojare hena ko pamorol gi damak contact tobiu Saraswati Charitable Trust Pangai 9856575163 natraga 9402233554.
Gausha College of Engineering Karnataka gi 2021-22 gi oina admission hojare Karnataka government as sakhang bagaloinina AICTE amadi UGC New Delhi ne su sakhang loba college asi Visvesvarya Technological University Belagavi de affiliate toba college ni akupa marol gi damak Imphal gi Y Academy da contact tobiu natraga mobile number 8730925131 natraga 8904616171 da contact tobiu.
Welcome back after the break. Moving on to the national news, India recorded 34,973 new COVID-19 cases with 260 deaths in the last 24 hours, according to the data released by the Union Health Ministry. With this, the total tally of COVID-19 cases in the country touched 3.31 crore and the death toll in the country reached 4.42 lakh. A total of 37,681 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which pushed the total recoveries to 3.23 crore across the country. With this, the recovery rate stood at 97.49%. India's active caseload stood at 3.90 lakh, in which the active cases declined by 2,968. So far, India has administered a total of 67.58 lakh doses in the last 24 hours, which brings the total tally of doses administered to 72.37 crore. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is likely to travel to the US to meet President Joe Biden and participate in the Quad summit-level meeting on September 24th. The visit was tentative after uncertainty over Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga's visit gave volatile political situation in Tokyo. Japan's Prime Minister Suga will visit Washington, US later this month for a meeting of Quad leaders from US, Japan, Australia and India, reported Reuters, quoting Kyodo News. The Indian and Australian sides were waiting for the announcement by Japan. Preparations are underway for the Quadrilateral Leadership Summit of Australia, India, Japan and the US. An advanced team is in Washington, D.C. to finalize logistics for the same. It comes at a crucial juncture when the politics of the region has taken a serious turn to India's disadvantage with the fall of Kabul into the hands of the Taliban. Prime Minister Modi is likely to leave for Washington, D.C. on September 22nd. According to sources, he will hold bilateral meeting with President Biden on September 23rd, and the Quad summit is likely to be held on September 24th, after which he will leave for New York to address the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly on September 25th. Interlocutor of the Naga talks, R.N. Ravi, has been removed as Nagaland governor. He has been made the governor of Tamil Nadu. Meanwhile, Assam Governor Jagdish Mukhi will hold additional charge of Nagaland. The relationship between Ravi and NSCN-IM, one of the stakeholders in the crucial Naga peace talks, soured in early 2020 after the former wrote to Chief Minister Nephew Rio criticizing the law and order situation. The Rashtrapati Bhavan has said the president has appointed 3 governors besides accepting the resignation of 1. Moving on to the international news, women can't be ministers, they should give birth, a Taliban spokesperson has said in an interview, reinforcing the perception that the hardline group's claims of a new, improved version since its brutal rule in Afghanistan in the 1990s are false. The comments by Taliban spokesperson Sayed Zikrullah Hashimi to Tolo News on the new Afghan government missing women ministers have been widely shared. On why he thought women could not be ministers, Hashimi said, "What a woman does, she cannot do the work of ministry," and also added that it's like putting something on her neck that she cannot carry. The interim Taliban government does not reflect what the international community and the United States hope to see, the Biden administration said on Thursday. State Department spokesperson told reporters that they have spoken about their reaction to the initial caretaker government and heard them saying about the lack of inclusivity, the track records, the backgrounds of some of the individuals involved were the cause for concern. It certainly does not reflect what the international community and the United States hoped to see. The United States also looked towards their actions, and that was another constant refrain when US and its closest allies and partners met in Ramstein, Germany. And now, before we wrap up, the top news headlines once again. Karam Shyam flags off solo walker Manikantha Muthum on walk across state. Ojoy terms speakers issuing and rescinding order on HAC members, a blot in history of Indian parliamentary democracy. And 19th World Suicide Prevention Day observed at IMA Hall at Lumphill. Depression cause of 70 to 80% of suicide cases, say experts. And that's all for the Primetime English News. Thank you for watching.